Hello everybody, BA Factor,
and Game Girl,
here to bring you some more Planetary Annihilation.
Welcome to our 2v2v2v2 team game.
Trying something new today.
Yes, we're on Yahucha Prime, our main planet, and we have one small moon, A6454.
Yes, this small moon has 5 mexes, the equivalent of a expansion base.
Or you could turn it into a weapon of mass destruction.
Absolutely. And yes, the main planet, Yahucha Prime, we have played many times as a free-for-all map. This time we're going to try it as a team game map. So, you know, there's 8 spawns on this map. All have 5 mechs at the starting position. Some positions have a few more trees than others. And yeah, let's just see how this works out.
Starting off with Team Game Girl and B8 Factor.
You can see that we were fortunate enough to spawn right next to each other. As a husband and wife, it's never a good idea to have somebody come in between you. We like to be close. Now, getting started here, I decided to go mass tier 1 units.
And I am teching early.
Yes, I'm going to try to harass the people around us and support us both while she goes tech and gets the big guns.
Yes, I'm also blocking off the southern perimeter and the western side with some mines and a wall. Our next team, white and green, is Eric JF and Angry Beaver.
And it looks like they have one player spawned in between them. I'm not sure if that's good for that player or good for them. We'll find out. Now, getting started here, looks like the green player has gone, wow, very fast tier 2 air. That's interesting. And I really don't know what he's doing with his commander here. He's taken his commander to the extremity mexes. He's got air fabbers. They do a much better job of flying out to do that without risking your commander.
And the white player has an abundant amount of resources already and a really above average amount of production. And he's gone tier 2 early.
Yeah, I can tell what the white player's doing. He's massing T1 units. I do that myself. The green player, though, is a bit unpredictable for me. I mean, he is making bombers. He may be looking to do a snipe. He does have tier 2 early. But he's got a couple of colors peeking in on his sides, and that might not be good for him. And look, he's taking his commander out on the fringes again. That's just a little bit too risky for my blood. Next,
we have Johnson and Report. They have one player in between them, green, so they'll have to be working as a team to get rid of that one. Orange Johnson here appears to be somewhat of a jackal player, sending out small squadrons here and there to harass other players.
Yes, and the light blue player, I like that he's using the combat fabricators to eat those trees. A lot of metal in those trees. They got good unit production. He's got storage. I like that too. He is kind of walking a little bit too far with his commander, spreading out, building buildings. I'm not sure if that's a tactic he has, but I think he could be getting the structures up a little bit faster if he, just built up in one line.
And as we see, Orange is already harassing both B8 and myself.
It looks like he was, peeking in on green there a little bit too. He definitely, he's starting to consolidate now, and unfortunately, it looks like it is right on top of your base.
Of course.
I'm going to go ahead and head up there and build a gate and see if I can go ahead and assist.
Yay! Next, we have brown, which is Mackay 47, and black, which is Pisidian. They appear to be on polar opposites on this world.
Yeah, and it looks like Brown's gone 3 bot factories, and he didn't spawn near his mexes. That's kind of interesting. I guess I'm not really sure what he was thinking right there. And the black player looks like he's setting up for teching. I see a lot of power going down and storage already, and he has got a plethora of fabricators out.
Looks like you're already scouting him a bit. Is he your close neighbor?
Indeed he is. He is just south of me, and my first scout saw him, so I send in several squads on both of his flanks to try to take out as many of those combat fabricators and normal fabricators that I can. Cutting them those resources is definitely what we need.
Which is true to form in how you play.
Take a look at Brown. He had quite a few buildings queued up there. Looks like he's kind of turtling in a little bit and had 4 tier 2 bot factories already in his queue.
Is that you retreating from black?
Yes, this is the time that orange comes in on you, so I'm rerouting to your base.
Shall we begin?
I think we shall. Let's go ahead and talk some strategy and tactics. I know that everybody likes to see the big battles, the big bloody battles. But sometimes I like to point out the little things. The little things are what get you to the big bloody battles. I know it's not quite as exciting, but you know, it is important.
It's good strategy.
Absolutely, it's good strategy. So I have 3 units here. This is the very start of the game. You see at 3 minutes. I have 3 units out. Now I'm taking a small gamble here that the player down here in the South Pole is going to be utilizing the combat fabricators to eat those trees. And in preparing for that, even this early in the game, I'm sending out 3 units, 2 docks and 1 firefly. And what I plan on doing when these docks are in place is using that firefly to scout around his base and see if there's any combat fabricators that I can take out. Every combat fabricator dead is a substantial advantage to me econ-wise, because it's money he can't spend to defend himself against my attacks.
And money he has to use either spending defense on tanks or more fabricators.
Absolutely. And you see that I have spotted a few. And 1, 2, and looks like I'm going to get a 3rd one. Yeah, doing a little repairing, that's awesome. And that's probably all I get with this guy. And this one here didn't amount to much, but hey, it was a single docks invested. If they had been on this side, I might have gotten even more. So there's those little things like that that can make a huge difference.
Let's do the numbers on that.
Absolutely. I had 4 rounds. Let's take a look. Round 1 we've already seen. Got a few of them. Round 2, I sent some bombers in.
Oh, you just took out 4 in one wallop.
That was a real nice shot. I followed that up right with another little squad of docks. Get a few more. Oh, he does something really nice here. He throws some mines down right at my feet. And round 4 is a little bit larger round, and take out quite a few things here. Try to get an uber cannon, got a few units, but I still was able to take out some mechs, a radar, and steal some power.
That's excellent.
There we go. All right, now I've harassed black a little bit, and it looks like orange is demanding my attention.
As he's harassing you and me.
Yes, look at that. Here at 8-minute mark, he is harassing both of us at the same time. I'm taking care of that force. Looks like he got a little force off of green also. I don't know what he's planning to do there, but he's made it clear that he's going to be messing around with us. So I've got to change things up a little bit here. I'm going to go ahead and mine off the back here. Since I have been harassing black, I want to make sure if he counterattacks me, you know, I can handle it. And I'm going to go ahead and take a couple of these combat fabricators up to my partner's base and build a gate and transition units over there to help support her.
Ah, your gate is just in time.
Yes, he is accumulating a sizable force off of our borders for sure.
You can see I'm behind my terrain. That'll help me shoot over it and hit him and prevent him from sniping all mine.
Yeah, those Geely want to keep protected, and it looks like he's setting up for a flank there. What we're going to do here is I'm going to move my force in first since I have disposable units, and so be a buffer and let Game Girl with her nice expensive units stay behind the terrain and pick those units off.
We're going to combine our forces as we go in.
Yeah, I'm sort of clearing the path and softening him up, hiding a little bit in the trees, and I see that he's trying to flank here, so I'm going to pull back down and help her out. And now that's taken care of, we're going to go ahead and move in group here and look for his commander.
Yes, and there might be a separate little plan on the way somewhere.
Yes, it's always good to have a backup plan. Would have had an Air Force being built here to go find him, and there he is. With the Geely and bombers, he should be easy pickings.
Nice.
Good game, Orange.
So now that Orange is gone, his teammate, who is left alone, is light blue.
Report. Let's go see what Report's doing. It looks like currently he's moving in on green with a small force.
Oh, he has quite a few units of his own. Wow.
That is pretty large. He's got a lot of unit production. Tier 2 already, Geely's, Tier 2 radar. Yeah, he's definitely doing well. I think if he and the orange player were closer together, they could have been a force to contend with. They might have taken player out pretty easily.
Definitely, and he has his combat fabricators obtaining metal. That'll help him.
Maybe he'll help us both. It looks like if he could attack black for me, or
yes.
Nice that I had green as a buffer. If blue had been in this position with green, they would have been closer to me, and I might have got double teamed by a very large force while I was dealing with the black player. Kind of fortunate there.
Speaking of buffer, I know you left green alone because he didn't seem as big of a threat as orange and black, and I know sometimes leaving a player like that is a buffer because if light blue didn't have green, you would be his target.
That's right. I do sometimes, especially in free-for-alls. kind of evaluate whether a player is going to be, you know, a threat or not. And sometimes it's worthwhile to leave a player that's not going to be a threat if I'm not ready to take over that base in the game. So they do act as a buffer, just as you said. Absolutely. And it looks like he's going to be able to hold that off. Let's get back to some of the action in our base. Since the orange player's gone, Game Girl is going to go ahead and assimilate his base.
Yes.
We're going to join forces. She's going to use my gate, come down here, and we're going to move in on black again together at the same time. Before that happens, I'm going to go ahead and send some units out to harass him again, see if he has any more combat fabricators I can take out.
I see you have a nice little radar area around the mountain there hidden.
Yes, I like to take advantage of an area that's not traveled that much and build a radar so I can keep you know, an eye on my opponents and see what they're doing. Monitoring your enemy's troop movements is definitely beneficial. And it looks like black has been preparing for this very thing. He's mining in this other side right here. It's going to make it difficult for me. I still feel like, you know what, I'm going to be able to get those combat fabricators and I'm able to eat them all up. I see blue coming in and I'm very happy about that. Still going to go ahead and move in to see if there's anything I can get. And it looks like he's got anti-air everywhere. So, yeah, I'm not going to be able to work that out there. Lose my force to the mines.
You took out several of his fabricators, though.
Wait.
Oh! Ah, jeez, what happened?
What did happen? Oh my goodness! While we were doing that and accumulating our force for our attack, I got sniped by the black player.
The early bomber snipe.
Oh my god. That's the second time he's done that to me. There will not be a third.
Oh, you've left me all alone. Now I've got to see what black is up to. Wonder what he's doing with this gate. I need to check out my resources, and I need to go around to see what my next target should be.
Yes, and yeah, I know exactly what black's doing with that gate. He's going to want to secure my base now that I'm gone. He's only got one expansion right now. He's going to want that. Economy-wise, yeah, you're doing very well, and it looks like black's second place. Everybody else is in the 200 range, so that's good.
So maybe he should be my first target.
I think he should. I definitely think he should.
Well, I'm hopefully sending him back home right now.
Yeah, he doesn't have any... Ooh, I just heard a ping.
I wonder what that was. Wasn't me. I don't have a teammate.
It's black. Black is pinging you. No doubt to Brown to assist. Yep, he wants Brown to assist.
Well, that's good teamwork.
It is good teamwork. He sees that tier 2 force coming in, and yeah, without a doubt, he knows that his base is finished if he doesn't have some sort of support. So he's trying to get Brown to go in and help him, but Brown is just too far away. And you know, while this is going on, I do remember to those out there, the audience, you know, Game Girl and I are married, so, you know, when we play in the same household, I'm dead. And as soon as I die, oh, look at this before I get the bit. He waited till your arrows out of place and brought his bombers in. That's nice play. That's definitely a nice play.
I'm coming in to stop it.
Yes. Anyway, what I was saying, you know, when I die, the first thing I do is go sit behind her. And I am absolutely the worst.
The worst.
The worst backseat driver.
Did we mention you were the worst?
I am the worst. I am the worst. I'm always pointing out all kinds of stuff. Now, let's see here. Let's take a look and see what's going on the rest of the map. So everybody is kind of stagnant right there. Brown hasn't moved yet, so he's not really acknowledging Black's, you know, request for assistance. But anyway, you know, whenever I'm sitting there, I things like this up here. I'm like, oh, you're being attacked up in the north. Oh, you have combat fabricators that aren't doing anything. Oh, you have regular fabricators. Oh, why don't you switch strategies? Oh, go orbital. Why don't you have orbital radar?
It's like, why aren't you doing that? Wait, you can't do that. You don't have enough economy for that. Wait, do that over
there. Yeah, absolutely. I am the worst backseat driver. It's not fun to have somebody behind you telling you what to do while you're trying to think yourself. And, you know, because of that, I went to Rite Aid. It's a drugstore here in town, and I purchased a foam sword.
Yes.
I let her keep it by the computer so she can hit me with it over the head anytime I start to become an ass.
It gets used sometimes.
It does get used sometimes, absolutely. So I'm sitting here trying to tell her what to do. I don't want the black player to take my base, so I have her fortify that in. And you know, she's decided to go ahead and build some Hulkins here, which is a really good plan, I think. You know, we've talked about this in previous videos. Building that Hulkins there will force the black player to have to come to her, so instead of her going into them.
Has a really good range on it too, and everything he sends in is going to get hit.
Yep, and as black has to go forced to take her, her Sheller is going to take care of those Geely. If she were to move in on him, what's going to happen is the Sheller's AI would target the buildings and her Geely would shred them. So it's a good thing to do. Oh, here's some more pings.
He is asking for help from Brown again.
I think he's desperate. Look at this. He is telling him, I need you to go attack up here. And Brown isn't moving. He's moving closer to black's base.
I'm not sure Brown knows exactly the way.
He's starting to head that way. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, yeah, here he goes. Black is like, hey, come right here, attack at this point. Do exactly this. Luckily, you have a nice minefield there to prepare for it, and it looks like you're going to be able to handle them with your Air Force. Now, this is nice teamwork for Black. Black is trying to assist. He is trying to stop your bombers from taking this force out. It didn't quite work, but he did assist, so I'm going to give him some kudos for that. You know, Brown had a much larger force. I'm surprised he just sent that. Black was probably quite frustrated trying to keep from losing his base. He took me out. He's probably thinking, okay, that's it. You know, we've got red out. Let's just go ahead and take it. But
yes, but I'm preparing in a different way.
Yes, you're doing something I've done in a previous game. You are switching gears. You are switching to boom bots. I love that. I absolutely love that.
The scary pseudocidal spiders is what they look like.
Those are creepy looking units, I have to say. Watch this Annihilation. Oh, God. Everything just disappears instantly. Oh, I love that. Oh, I love that. That's really nice. So you're going to go ahead and move in and try to find his commander and finish him off?
Yes. Just taking everything out on the way as much as I can.
Especially those gates. Look at him preparing a gate up there right here. His commander's moving that way. I think he's going to be heading that direction.
It's like I take out one gate and he's building another.
Yes. That's the one thing about the the tier 2 when it's coming into a base. They do priority target structures. Oh, we got the bombers over there. You can see that. Looks like he's rerouting. He decided not to go for that gate. He probably thought you were going to go ahead and destroy that gate with those bombers, but it ended up not happening. So he's building a second gate, flanking with a few docks. You can see what's going on now. Just trying to find his commander. You still can't see his commander, and yet he's got another gate going up. I wonder where that one's going to go.
Where could it go?
I think there's only one possible location.
Ah, yes, he has the moon.
He does. He has a lot more in the moon than I expected him to have. That's a lot of tier 2 units. And looks like he's got storage.
There's not a lot of metal in...
That's 5 metal. 5 metal is one
5.
expansion base. So, yeah, it's a good idea to build storage and secure that. You know, with him gone, you're looking for him. I know. I remember this. You're constantly looking for him, but at the same time thinking he might be in your Brown's base. But looking behind his base to see if you can find him with your air.
And I do not want him getting another foothold, so I'm taking out anything of his I can see.
Absolutely. And I believe you might have to change priorities now. You're not set up to deal with Black right now since he's on the moon.
Oh, I don't want those nukes coming near me.
That is one thing to watch out for, hearing those nukes go up. And Green, being a neighboring player, may just decide to take you out. Brown, being Black's ally, that's not good either.
Oh, I don't want that naval on my side.
Tier 2 naval would definitely hinder you being able to advance on him.
If he could get a Leviathan or two, that would just...
And light blue has a pretty scary orbital force.
Makes him look huge.
Yeah, when you're in game, blue looks like a monster player. Luckily, he's on the other side of the world. So it's a tough choice. It's a tough choice to decide who to attack at this point. And there's not a whole lot you can do about Black because we're just not set up for orbital yet.
No, not at all. And if I did that, I might be attacked where I am in my main base.
Yep. Given the circumstances, I think that the best thing to do toward winning this game would be to attack Brown. I do that for 2 reasons. One, Brown is pretty large and he's your neighbor, but he's also Black's ally, and you know Black's got revenge in mind.
Yes, and he's as long as he's there, he's a safe haven for Black to come back to this planet.
Absolutely. And eliminating his safe haven prevents him from using that moon as a weapon.
Oh, blue may help us here.
Yes. It's convenient. Look at black. It has definitely... Oh, he's pinging again. Poor brown is just getting over communication by black. Black's saying, hey, your commander, protect him. He's pinging his commander, no doubt seeing that blue force coming in, saying, you need to move your commander. But he is not moving it. That is a sizable tier 2 force. There's enough Geelys there. Absolutely. He wants to retain brown's base so he can use that storage and completely eat up all the metal he can so that he can rebound.
Well, we're both coming in from the sides there.
That's just... Nah, his commander's dead. There's nothing he can do. This is too many. He needed to move his commander well before even black pinged him.
You know, something I noticed later here is neither blue nor I stayed and finished off black.
I know, it is kind of funny. I didn't even think about it too watching you. I was like, okay, brown's gone, next target, take out those nukes. And that's instantly what everybody pulls back, not realizing that black's just sitting there.
Yeah, maybe he thought I was doing it, and I thought his force was too big for me at that time.
Yep. Everything changes in a game. Everything changes in a game. As soon as a player dies, you start reevaluating what's going on. Looks like you've corrected that. You've come back, take out some of his fabricators, prevent him from getting that metal. He's kind of bunkered in there. He's got a couple of anchors, and yeah, he's pretty secure in there. See if you can push through. You have enough docks. You should be able to do something. Blue looks like he's going to try to secure black's old base.
Oh, and I've got green coming up on me here.
Yeah, so you got to go take out those nukes. If any of those nukes become available, even if you have a nuke defense, he might take out some vital targets. One good hit with those nukes could change the tide of battle between you and the black and brown force.
Yes, and I saw blue had some hummingbirds near me, so he's keeping an eye on me.
Yep. Again, like I said, once you're the leader of the pack, everybody starts coming for you. You wouldn't expect anything less.
I've got to get rid of these nukes.
Absolutely. While you're trying to get rid of those nukes, you move that blue docks force in, but it was in a straight line, unfortunately. It looked like it was doing a lot more damage than that, but he did have mines laid down, which is pretty smart. As long as you can kill some fabricators, it wouldn't be for naught. Can't find his commander.
My target is those nukes.
And you're going to definitely be able to take care of those. Absolutely. So that's no longer a threat. Still wouldn't be a bad idea since you're over here to go ahead and kill his commander. Looks like, yep, his commander is trying to run away.
He has gone orbital.
That's going to be a tough situation for green. Yeah. I mean, the moon's already taken, so he probably doesn't have sight right now. He doesn't even realize he's running straight toward your Avengers.
No, I'm sure he can't see those at all.
Nah, he's going to be dead real soon. Yep, absolutely.
Good game, green.
Good game, green.
So who does that leave us with?
Light blue and black. Black, if you could just keep black's resources down, it'll buy you some time to deal with light blue.
He's got more fabricators trying to get some metal up.
Yeah, he keeps producing those just to get that metal. He's got all that storage on the moon, so we can't really deal with that yet. We've got to deal with light blue because he's on this planet and he's much larger in force. So that has to be the target. And you have quite a bit of production, and there's no doubt you're #1 in the resources right now. So eliminating him, and while all that battle's been going on, you've been accumulating all these docks. So the funny thing about docks and boombots is that if you're not doing anything with them, they just accumulate, and when in mass, they are just incredibly, incredibly dangerous.
I'm assimilating my angry blue mob.
Yes. I love watching a blue mob of docks run in. You might be able to take out this force. I mean, it's a pretty hefty tier 2 force. He does have a lot of shellers and some, yeah. I don't know, that's going to be close, I think.
Yeah, don't ever underestimate a mob, though. Might look like tiny little units.
They are neat looking. Look at them big globs of them disappearing as those shellers hit. Oh, he should not have paused. You're just mowing them down. Yeah, a lot more survive than I expected. You're going to be able to push through his force and his base. He's got a nuke just about done.
Well, we can't have that.
No, 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 no. We cannot have that at all. Alright, let's see how you handle this. You might be able to make it to that nuke.
Maybe.
Or maybe a little bit more.
Wow, they are all still alive.
I can't believe
that.
that.
Still alive.
Look at first commander. Oh, he got the nuke. He just finished it too. He did not get to use that. Not only did you finish the nuke, you finished off him. He did not get to use that nuke. Good game, Light Blue. Good game. It is now mono e mono.
Yes.
And you know what? Black is on the moon, so we got to start dealing with that. We have to figure out how to. It's no rest for the weary. It's time to see if you can land on that. If you can land on that moon, so you might as well go ahead and launch that cannon. I imagine he knows what's going on also. Yeah, look at that. He has got 2 satellites coming in to see what you're doing. It's time for him to figure that out. He's got a lot more than I expected. Look at that. He's got a lot more. Those unit cannons are something to be worried about. Now, resource-wise, you're definitely way ahead. Let's see what he's about to check out with those radars. He's got 3 of them coming in.
Oh.
Right on top of your commander.
That can't be good.
No. He landed on top of your commander. He sees what we're doing. Guess what he didn't see? Umbrellas. His entire plan here, I could just see it unfold right now, is to unit cannon your commander. He's going to send boombots or some other unit to attack your commander. I remember seeing that. We watched this in game. We put up the pip in game, and seeing that happen, we have all those engineers that are ready to build the, what are those called? The umbrellas.
Yes.
But I did not want her to build them right away. I wanted to wait till all those satellites landed. I wanted him to absolutely think that he was going to be able to land those bots and kill that commander. I want him to utilize those boom bots. As soon as we see those things launch, that's when the next plan goes in. Something that can stop boom bots really easily are docked, so you got to have those handy. I sent a nuke off. Just thought it might be okay to hit, but he ends up having plenty of nuke defense, so it's for naught. Here comes one more satellite.
Building a gate for a quick escape, just in case.
Yep. Here comes a second satellite. Yep, he is just loading up those unit cannons, just waiting for the opportunity to hit the commander. You know that he is on there. If he can just land boom bots on your commander to win it, he's gonna feel like he's conquered the world here.
And I am just spraying the entire world with units just to prevent him from getting back on there.
Yeah. See, here it is. He landed it. He sees it. He sees the commander. The commander's out of location here. He's behind the gate. So we're expecting him to launch unit cannons instantly. And there they are. Here they come. He thinks, okay, this is it. He has no umbrellas. He can't get there. And he comes in here, and boom, all of those guys are dead. Let's take a look why. Tier 2 fabricators build umbrellas like you would not believe. Commander was already moving around, and the umbrellas were going up, and he is not going to land a single unit.
Nope.
He has now wasted. He has wasted his element of surprise. He has wasted his unit cannons.
Oh, I bet that is so frustrating.
I know it's frustrating, absolutely frustrating, but it is certainly time to get out of Dodge. It is time to find another location, build another bunker for your commander, and start planning on how to crack his turtle base.
Yeah, because he's still got the moon. Now that he knows my commander's right there, he could easily send the moon there.
Yep, absolutely. Unfortunately, he only has 5 mechs right now, so that's going to be tough. He is trying to build a Haley. But yeah, his resources are just really hindered. Now we send 2 satellites at him so we can see what's going on. You can see here that we have no vision of what he's been doing up till now. This is the first time we get this, and yeah, this is amazing. He's got tremendous amount of capacity there. He's got 5 unit cannons, building a Haley, lots of storage. Yeah.
Well, he has enough on there that he could actually kill and eat some of that to get up another Haley.
Yeah, he certainly could. He could eat quite a bit to get a second Haley up. I believe at this point, like you said, sending your Air Force and your docks over the entire map. You want to keep a lot of docks near your commander's bodyguards because they do a good job of killing things as they come in one at a time with the amount of firepower they have. But the rest of the air, sending it everywhere to make sure he does not get a foothold. He thinks the commander might be there again. Yeah, he landed him further away from those umbrellas he landed, but the commander's nowhere near. He's over here, and you can see that they are preparing for that. Yeah.
That's a lot of umbrellas.
That
They're
is
all close together.
That is a lot of umbrellas, without a doubt.
I usually try to spread mine out a little bit more.
Yep. See if you can land on his base. We did see an opening right here. Now, we can see as the audience that there's a lot of mines there, but from our vision, all that looks like
could not see it.
Is a wide open space to land. I figured if you could just get an engineer there, we could just flood it with the docks and just take over, but no.
Couldn't figure out why things were dying.
Yep. You can see that this is the plan.
Prepping with the nukes.
Yeah, 6, 7, 10, 12. Who cares? We need a lot of nukes, and we need them fast. And you don't want to get anxious here. You don't want to start shooting 1, 2, 3 at a time. You want to wait till you get a mass of them and make sure you're going to be able to penetrate his nuke defense, because he no doubtly has quite a bit of it. And the nuke defense might even finish him off. All it's really made to do is to gain a foothold so that you can get an engineer there or a fabricator of some sort, get a gate up.
Well, that's good. He can't see me right now.
No. Sending the next batch of air around, make sure he can't establish a foothold. That is, without a doubt, that is his next plan of attack. Is probably to load those with engineers, try to get a foothold somewhere, and you know, if he can put some anti-air up or something, he just needs metal. That's what he wants is metal, so he can finish his plan.
Yeah, if he's that starved on metal, I think if it was me, I would have definitely eaten a few buildings.
Yeah, absolutely. It would. I mean, absolutely. With those unit cannons, he could have eaten those. He could have eaten some tier 2 power. He's probably wasting power right now since he doesn't have enough to build. Absolutely. And you've got plenty of nukes going. That's 6 nukes that I see right now, 7 including the one on the right. So that's 7 nukes. I think you need another whole row of them before you can attack, though, because he has a lot of nuke defense.
Sending an Avenger to see what I can see and see what I can do with that.
He's already building umbrellas in that open spot. Yeah, these guys weren't. They didn't last very long. They died quickly. Oh, did you see that spread? He's launching all over the world trying to find a good location to he's trying to find a location to set up shop. That's exactly what he's doing.
It's a good try.
It is a good try.
Here they come.
Yep, engineers. He tried to get him down and instantly tried to build anti-air so he could secure it, but it just wasn't enough. You have way too much. And it's at this point we got a message from him in game, and it said, "Good luck cracking my turtle base." And then he
just gave up.
He left.
Yeah.
He left the game.
He set everything on automatic pilot. As you can see, he's got all kinds of things planned and just completely left the game.
Yeah, he's building all those mines around the entire moon to prevent any kind of landing of gates or whatnot, and he's got everybody else queued up to build nuke defense. So his whole plan here is was to leave and make it as hard as possible for us to conquer. But you know what? That's okay. I love tearing apart turtle bases. I absolutely love that. It's a lot of fun for me. So we're just going to go ahead and build all those nukes and get so many of them that there's just nothing he can do about it. Just completely bombard the moon with nukes.
Yes.
And then secure it, and maybe even flood the planet with some fabricators and just reclaim his commander.
I like that idea.
Yes, we can form it in a little trophy and put it up on our shelf. That's the plan, at least.
Yeah, that's a shame.
It is a shame, but it happens.
It does. It does. Sometimes players type them out like that.
Yeah. So he's not in the game, and his commander nuked. We were not able to secure the moon before the game killed his commander.
That's just a shallow victory. I am not satisfied with that at all.
That is not going to do. No. That's not going to do at all.
Not at all.
Yeah, so what we're going to do here is a little reenactment of the way we thought it was going to go down.
Oh, yes.
So, yeah, Game Girl has secured some orbital fabricators on the moon and is building gates so that she can go ahead and invade.
Yes, I am, and here I come, Black.
Are those fabricators... Are you going to reclaim him?
I have something a little more personal in mind.
A little more personal, you say?
He's always wanted to do a 1v1, so I'm going to give it to him.
Oh, that looks a little bit like a boxing match. And in this corner with a black commander at 130 pounds, sporting black frame glasses, can be found on Twitch, YouTube, and the PA Stash chat channel, Positian! And the newcomer to the scene, weighing in at only 105 pounds with full armament, new to the RCS scene in her new designer blue Commander shell, your commentator and my wife, Game Girl! That's our 2v2 v2v2. This is BA Factor
And Game Girl.
signing out.
Hope to see you in the lobby.